Hello everyone, welcome to Peach Unearthed Tarot. Today I'm here doing a reading for Sagittarius. You can have Sagittarius anywhere in your chart. You can be a cross watcher. All that I ask is that if you're here watching this video, that you come with good intentions for yourself and for others. Okay, Sagittarius. When I was getting into your energy, I got the message that you need to reclaim your power. There are people sending you there are people sending you bad mojo, either intentional or not. It could be either one. But that you need to protect yourself so you can live in your power, because it seems like there's people trying to it's like they're not happy for your success. And when people aren't happy for our success, it's like, due to envy usually. And even if they're not like sending you intentionally bad mojo, it's when people envy us, it automatically sends that to us, right? So you need to just protect yourself from that. And I am getting that this could be kind of a work thing, because they also had me get a song after I had meditated on your energy. They had me listen to a song, or like get a song on shuffle. And the song that I got was June Haverly by Troye Sivan. And the lyric that really stood out to me was, they'll kiss your feet while they stab your back. So it could be like a workplace thing. It doesn't have to be. It could just be life in general. But so that was the message. It's you really need to protect yourself so you can reclaim your power, okay? So they want me to start with the Law of Attraction cards. So what is the message for Sagittarius, please, for October? What's the message for Sagittarius for October? What's the message for Sagittarius for October? What's the message for Sagittarius, please, for October? Can I have one or two cards for Sagittarius, please, for October? Okay, so on the bottom is I am a magnet attracting unto myself. And I'm getting the message of just like attracting your power back. You need to look at yourself as a magnet, and any of your power that you've ever given away, you need to act as a magnet and pull it back to you, okay? And then here, the card that came out, it says, I cannot create in the experience of another. This is an 8 card. 26 breaks down to an 8. And what I'm seeing is, I feel like this might be the other person's energy. Maybe the main person that is not trying to, but that is drawing your power away from you. Because it's like their britches are too big for them. Do you know that saying? I don't know what the actual saying is, but this dress is very large and this person can't possibly fit into it, but they want to fit into it, but they can't. And so I feel like that's someone that is looking at you in an envious way, that wants to wear your clothes. That, that's a metaphor, right? Like they want to create in the experience of another you. And this can always be vice versa as well. But they're wanting to take your experience. But here's the thing about power and energy, is there's enough to go around for everyone. We don't have to take from others. We can create our own. There's plenty of it in the universe. But this person is looking at you and wanting to draw yours away from you. And it's like they can't possibly fit into your dress because it's not meant for them. Right? this could be you, but with the message I got beforehand about taking your power back, I feel like it's not. It's someone acting towards you. And maybe they're wanting to be like a magnet. They're a magnet, or they want themselves to be a magnet and attract your energy. Like they're envious of your energy, so they're trying to attract it to themselves. But this is the other person, and I want to get another card for Sagittarius because I really feel strongly that that is the other person. And you know, everything can be vice versa. Okay, is there anything else for... Oh, okay. It says, I understand the rules of the game of life. And I'm getting here that it's the message of, excuse me, of the whole, there's enough energy to go around. If it is you that is trying to take other people's power, or if you feel envy in your heart towards a person, know that there is plenty of energy to go around. You can be happy for that person and still want that energy for yourself. Okay? And it's interesting because she's hanging on very, very tightly to this tree. You know what? I'm getting that magnet energy again, even though it's not on the bottom anymore. Because she's like so tightly drawn to this tree, like she's hanging onto it for dear life, and looking, like her face is, the way her neck is, it's like distorted, and she looks confused. And I feel like this person, whoever this is, could be using that magnetic force. Maybe they're a magnetic person and you're completely drawn to them. And you're hanging on to them for dear life for some reason. Okay. Let me see. What am I supposed to use for... I'm going to get an energy that's between the two of you. That's what I'm going to do first. So hang on a second. Okay, so I'm going to use the Osho Zen Tarot to get an energy between the two of you, okay? And you can place yourself on whichever side that you feel you are on, okay? Playfulness. So that's the Page of Fire. And it's so interesting because, you know, it's represented by a clown. And I'm seeing all these white lights, like, that are similar to this energy, but then the coloring is the same as this energy. So it could be a fire sign, a young fire sign, but then they're also a clown. And so it could be someone that is really, really playful, that, and it's maybe someone that you wouldn't even like suspect because you have a lot of fun with them. But with the clown face, and even his neck is kind of like at the same angle as her neck over here. So I feel like there's something that is distorted, right? With the way that her neck is, it feels distorted. And then with the clown energy, you know, it's like we put on a face. A clown puts on a face that's not them. And so it's like a trick. And then you have the 4 of water underneath on the bottom. And what I see with the 4 of water is, see all those different like faces in the background? It's all these different energies that are surrounding you, and they're not like necessarily good. They look kind of bad. And I feel like you're supposed to be tuning in to figure out who this clown is, who the trickster is. I'm not getting any clarity about who it is, just what their energy represents. So it could be different for all of you. It could be a friend, it could be a spouse, it could be a family member, a child. It is probably a younger person just because it's the page. And then with this energy, it's like they're small, you know, so it could be someone younger than you. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so they want me to use Rider-Waite to clarify for this energy over here, but when I was thinking about what deck to use, they kind of told me that it could be vice versa too, that this person is clinging to something, right? So that could be the other energy as well. And then this one, you're trying to figure out how to fit back into. Oh, yeah, it's like you're trying to figure out how to fit back into it's like larger than life kind. Maybe you used to have like this larger than life personality and you were really happy, and or not happy, but just a little bit more carefree, and then now it's like you're clutching onto something. And I'm getting that because it's like this arrow is like pointing this way. And it's almost like someone took all this light and with them over here and they're clutching onto it. And it's almost like all this light, it's like blossoming here for them, and they're clinging onto it, and they're looking behind their back like someone's going to come steal it from them at any moment, like the rightful owner. They were telling me that when I was thinking about what deck to use. So I'm getting both stories. That one I just said seems a little more relevant, but you know, take it as it resonates, and everything can and could be vice versa. Okay, let's get some clarification for this dress energy with the magnet that was on the bottom. Can I have some clarification for the first energy, please, for Sagittarius in October? But it's like, if this is you, you're starting to see it and you're wanting it back. You're wanting to figure out how to get back into that energy. Yeah, it's like they're frolicking off with all of your, it's like whimsy almost. Okay. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, the King of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. And King of Pentacles on the bottom. What in the world? Okay, so this is kind of what I'm getting here. Since the King of Pentacles is like the underlying energy, I feel like that is who you were. You were really abundant. You were really and sorry, I'm struggling. There's a lot of people here, and it's supposed to be just clarifying this one energy, right? But what I'm getting, the first message that they told me was like, since this is the underlying energy here, this King of Pentacles, and then we have the Hierophant first, and then the King of Cups, and then the Knight of Cups. It was almost like you had some bond, serious bond, because the Hierophant represents, you know, tradition, and so I feel like this could have been a spouse. This King of Cups could have been a spouse, and it's almost like it's a married energy, right? And he's going in the same direction as this clown is going, and it's almost like this king has decided to take this energy elsewhere. His energy. It's almost like he's regressing. But with it, he takes your energy. And I'm just saying he because there are men in the cards. It doesn't have to be a man. It could be a woman as well. But when you guys were together, it felt like you guys were both in your highest power. And something changed. Like you... Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles is there. I wanted to look at what was underneath the King just because I feel like maybe when you... If this was a spouse, when you married this person, you were at this Ace. You were at the beginning, right? And so, and they were the King of Cups, right? And so they weren't necessarily, they weren't threatened. And then the longer you were together, the more power you gained. And I'm not saying that you took their power, but it's almost like you just grew and you grew and you grew. And you grew from the Ace to the King. And once you were at the King, it's like they want to take that power back and they left. Now I'm also getting that it could be like a vice versa type thing where you were always a King of Cups energy, and then this person that you were in a relationship with, and it doesn't have to be a spouse, it could be a friend or a family member as well. But I am getting relationships just because there's so many people energy here. But they went from an Ace to a King and kind of stole your power because this person is going from a King to a Knight. And then maybe you decided to leave because you couldn't you needed to take your power back. So take that how it resonates. It could be different for all of you. But there's someone here that either didn't like you succeeding and felt threatened by it and needed to take you down a couple notches, or you helped them grow from an Ace to a King of Pentacles and knocked you down a couple of notches. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm going to keep using the Rider-Waite for clarification for this card here. What is the clarification for this person clinging? So 10 of Wands is on the bottom. And then the 9 of Swords. Okay. So we have the 9 of Swords and then the 10 of Wands. I just saw, okay, it was the 10 of Pentacles and then the Emperor on the bottom. I do feel like this is more you. right now in this, because they knocked you down a couple of pegs, right? And took your power. Okay, so if this is you, you're in a really, you're in a state of anxiety and burden, is what they're saying. And you are really, really, really struggling with how to claim your power, how to get rid of all the other burdens and just take your one wand. Because, okay, so the Nine of Swords is all about, it's like anxiety, and then the Ten of Swords is betrayal. And it's almost like you're in this state of anxiety because you don't see the betrayal yet. You don't see the problem, but you feel it, but you don't see it. Even his eyes, his hands are covering his eyes. And so he feels the pain, but he doesn't understand the pain. Oh, the Eight of Cups is under that. Eight of Cups represents walking away. And so it's like you feel this burden, you feel it. You know that you have a burden placed upon you. But you're struggling, like you don't see it, you just feel it. Now, if this is the other person, I feel like they are starting to maybe feel some guilt, or they are understanding like when you take other people's power, it also brings more burden to you. And so they're like trying to juggle all these wands that aren't theirs because they've taken them from other people, and they're starting to realize that they should never have done that if that's the other person. But I'm going to read it like this is you, and you feel the problem, but you don't see it yet. And I want to get clarity on that. Okay, I'm going to use the Wild Unknown Tarot to clarify the Nine of Swords. So can I clarify the Nine of Swords for Sagittarius, please? Can I clarify the Nine of Swords for Sagittarius? What is this burden that they're feeling but not seeing yet? What are they feeling but not seeing yet? Clarify the Nine of Swords for Sagittarius, please. Can I clarify this Nine of Swords for Sagittarius, please? Ten of Cups. Now, the Seven of Pentacles and then the Three of Cups almost fell out, but this one actually flipped over in the deck. So we have two tens here. You're needing to reassess something that with the Three of Cups, it's usually something that has been celebrated, but this one is more like subdued. But there's something that was celebrated. And, if it's a spouse, it could just represent that you celebrated your marriage when you became one with this person, right? But now with the Seven of Pentacles is all about reassessment. And with this one, I'm just now realizing that it's full of right angles. And that the pentacles go along all of the angles. I don't know what that represents. But it's almost like a turning point, right? So it's like each pentacle represents a turning point. Like you were here for so long and then something came along and made you, it's like a zigzag. And then it's like doing this over and over. So it's like a cycle thing. It feels like a cyclical thing. even though it's right angles and not circles, but because you just keep doing it and you keep reassessing. And with the Ten of Cups here, it definitely could be a marriage, but it's someone who, you know, you thought you had like a Ten of Cups energy, but underlying is actually this Ten of Wands, and you're starting to feel it. If this resonates with you, if you felt more powerful when you got married, like if you were in a better state and then you got married and then now you feel like this, like you're clinging to something, that you're struggling with something, it could be that person, you know. And I'm not saying like go divorce your spouse or whatever. Oh, this isn't for everyone. This is you needing to take a look at your situation. And it doesn't have to be a spouse, like I've said. It is definitely a relationship. I am definitely getting a relationship of some sort that has taken you from being in your power to feeling stuck, feeling anxious, feeling burdened. Okay, I'm going to get you some advice, okay? Let's see here. Okay, they want me to use the Angels of Atlantis for your advice. So, can I get some advice for Sagittarius, please, for the month of October? Advice for Sagittarius, please. What is your advice for Sagittarius? So, it didn't come out, but I did just see liberation. Just so you know, because that's kind of what we're talking about here is, you know, you're needing to liberate yourself. You're needing to draw your power back to yourself. Okay. And they just pointed out June. Maybe something happened in June. Something is going to happen in June. And they said that because the song, the June Haverly song. But then they pointed it out as like a month. So, or maybe you're married to like a Gemini or something. Or a Gemini is, you know, and it doesn't have to be someone like, it doesn't have to be an actual Gemini. You know, someone can have strong Gemini in their chart and you wouldn't even know if you don't know their chart. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so what is the advice for Sagittarius? Okay. You had two come out. Oh, I'm sorry. Ugh. Don't know what just happened. I mean, I do know what happened. My wheel of my chair hit the... And it's not wanting to... I'm sorry, you guys. I should pause it and fix this, but oh well. So you had two come out, and they are both Sandalphon. Okay, so we have evolution and intention. I'm getting really strongly the solar plexus because of all the yellow here. It's an orangey yellow, so it could be like a sacral and solar plexus energy. But the reason I said solar plexus is because of the power that you're supposed to be taking back. Like, there's something about your solar plexus that has been weakened throughout this whole process. And so you need to... This evolution also is really, really reminded me of the Seven of Pentacles, right? Because it's evolving each time. It's evolving, and the cycles are getting shorter each time, okay? And so I'm getting that you're evolving it. You're You're assessing it and evolving it. And so sorry, they just brought back that Ace to King of Pentacle energy that was on the bottom of this with these people. So it's like you're going from the Ace to the King. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I was seeing if there's 14 because, you know, kings are actually, like, they're the 14th card of each suit. But intentional evolution. Yeah, it's like you have to intend to take back your power, okay? I want to see what these cards say in the book, okay? So let me pull them up. Sandalphon. Evolution. Sandalphon wants you to know that this is a light-filled time in your life. You are evolving by leaps and bounds, so this is a time to fill your heart with gratitude. Also remember that if manifestation is not fully apparent just yet, destiny will soon be knocking at your door, summoning you to reach new heights and new visions. Prepare by relinquishing anything of the past that stops you from emerging as the creative genius that you truly are. That's the taking back of your power, right? This is so crooked that it's bothering me. That's the taking back of your power. You will see 12 orbs emerging through the oracle, representing the universal resonance frequency. Therefore, see how 12 aspects of your own evolving nature are present at this time. Chant Om to channel the creative presence of the universe and to fully initiate the promise of the future glory. So this is your advice, you know, so really take this to heart, these things that I'm reading here, because next I'm going to read intention, okay? Drawing this card means Sandalphon is asking you to make a list of your many expectations, as these are the seeds of your intentions. Thought creates reality. And so, thought creates reality. And so it's like, when we're in relationships with others, oftentimes their thoughts can become our reality. So if they see us in a certain light, then we feel like we are that person, right? And that's what I feel like is happening here. This other person's thoughts created your reality. They made you put on this like clown mask, right? Okay. Thoughts create reality. So by revealing this card, you are being asked to truly specify what you intend and to place a purpose to that intention. From clearly defined purpose, your experience is wrought. The angels want you to experience love, joy, and success. Therefore, visualize yourself and your intimates in gratitude, joyously experiencing the outcome of your intention. This is the kernel from which abundance grows. Chant Hey in praise of the joy that you feel. So they really, really, really want you to focus on your evolution. Intend to evolve. That is what you need to do. You need to evolve. And it's almost like you're evolving back to what you once were. And if it's not something from this life, it could be like a past life energy. I'm not necessarily getting that. But if there's not anyone in your life that you feel like took some of your energy, and it's like they don't even have to have taken it. And it's not necessarily ill intent either, but oftentimes we can give our power away, right? But they're wanting you to call it back to yourself. So you need to call your power back so you can evolve, okay? All right, Sagittarius, this has been your reading for October. I hope this was helpful. If it resonated, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. I thank any of you for being present today, any of your guides that were present, any of my guides that were present from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.